So, I haven't heard Chopin in a long time. Let's do a little bit of exercise. Get the fingers going. Okay, exercises first. And what's the final decision with the crazy one?
We can come like every Monday.
Okay.
Let's try like
Okay.
every 1 or 2 months.
Okay,
See
let's see how it goes.
So
All right.
how is he happy or not?
Uh-huh.
She can
Okay.
follow the schedule.
Gotcha. Okay. So, I have to see whether I can squeeze her, because if I'm going to see her once a week, I don't want to see her for only 40 minutes. I should see her for an hour.
Okay.
So I'll see if I can squeeze 20 minutes in on Monday. I can't do it on Friday. That's impossible.
Okay.
But I'll try to do it. I can't do it today.
Okay.
So we begin. I'll come along for the ride. Ready? And 4, and nice fingers. Same exercise. And 4, and 1, nice arches. Today I want to spend the whole lesson on your mazurka. Ta-da! Yeah, okay. What page is that on?
It is 146.
146, okay. Got it. Okay, let's hear right hand by itself. No pedal for now. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 1, and 2, and 3, and 1, and 2, 3, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 1, and phrase, and 3, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 1, and
Wait.
Grace note there, and off, C, and off, C, triplets. 1 and no, not so fast. Bop, 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 bum. Again. 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2. Right. 3 and 1 and 2 and 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 3. Yeah, you skipped 8 measures. Let's go back from the pianissimo again. Dee-dum, ba, 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 right where the triplets happen. 1 and 2 and before that.
I'm gonna start from here.
All right. 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and right. Keep going. And 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 1. Oop, don't forget your other grace note. Right, and 2 and 3 and 1 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 and 2. No G flat this time. 3 and repeat and 2 and 3 repeat and 1 and 2 and 3 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1. No, you skipped a measure. Yeah, let's not go all the way back to there. Go to the 5th measure at that time where it says pianissimo. And 3 and 1. Ooh. It says pianissimo and let's do it again. 1 and 2 and 3 and by the way, Alan, I'm very happy. I said pianissimo and you didn't start exactly where it said pianissimo. You started one beat before that and you did exactly the right thing because that's where the sentence begins. It doesn't begin on the first beat of the measure. So you read my mind. That's good. Smart boy. You understand? The beginning of the sentence begins on the 3rd beat, right where you started. You did just the right thing. Ready? 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 2 and 3 and 1 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 and What's up with dee da da da? Then you do a nice and wrist. Yes. Yes, do the first beat flat also nicely. Do it again. And wrist, of course. Yes. Is that better sounding than dee da da? I think it is. All right. Now let's go into our transition.
What is a transition?
A transition is like a bridge to get you from one place to another. It's like the George Washington Bridge. When you're on it, you're not exactly in New York, you're in New York, and you're not exactly in New Jersey, but you're
Between.
in between, yes.
On the bridge.
On a bridge, yes. So in this piece, the first three lines are the A section, and ba-dum, ba-da-da-dum, bum, ba-dum is the B section, and where's the bridge? Nope, that's still the B section. That's right. That's the part that gets you from the B section to the return to the A section. Okay, we start from there. 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and yes, you don't have to lift that. Just play legato there. Take the yellow pencil. There should be a number 2 pencil right over there.
1, 2.
And write L-E-G period. Doesn't stand for leg. Leg. You have one leg in one stands for legato, yes. You have one leg in the A section and one leg in the B section. So you're like that. Ready? 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and nope, leg. Try it again. Go right to the D. Leg, yes. 2 and 3 and 1 and 2. Now don't lift 3 and sure. And 3 and 1 and same here. Leg 3 and 1 and 2. 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3. Counting, it's a quarter note, you did it right before, and you have to lift the G because you have to jump all there, but it's still not dee-da, dee-da, you still want it beautiful. And, do it beautifully with your wrist. And 1 and 2, and once again, I'm very happy that when you started back one measure, you started on the third beat, not on the first beat, because that's where the sentence begins. You're exactly right. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1. Now wrist, no, quarter note, and no, don't lift the B flat at all. And 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and all right. Not bad considering I haven't heard it in a while. Let's go to the left hand now.
Yay! Oh, no pedal.
No pedal for now. Ready? 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2. Ooh, I don't like that fingering. 1, 2, and 5, please. Rule number 259. I believe we've talked about this before.
Sir, how many pieces, how many books are in the book you just said?
You mean rules that I said?
No, like how many books?
Books of what?
250. 250, that's not about books, that's 250 times.
I didn't say anything about books. I said that Mr. Thermopoulos' rule number 259.
Oh.
And that is when you're playing a chord, like this one for instance, and you're trying to decide, should I use third finger or should I use second finger? The rule, and this will work most of the time, but it doesn't work all the time, but it works most of the time. If the middle note is closer to your thumb, use second finger. If the middle note is closer to your pinky, use third finger. In case of a tie, third finger wins. Okay, so a place like this, where you'd never think of using third finger, of course, because you can see it distributes the fingers very badly. These are all stretched out and these are all scrunched together. 1, 2, and 5 works very nicely. Okay, now here it's equal distance, so third finger wins. Now the third finger is closer to pinky, so the third finger wins. And here, second finger, because here the middle note is closer to thumb. And here, middle note is closer to pinky, so we use third finger. So here, middle note is closer to thumb, so we use second finger.
Is this correct?
Yeah, I think so. That's pretty equal. Yes, so I think probably third finger. That's a little better than third finger. Yes, and of course comfort is the number one thing. So if you're doing a chord like this, you're not even using third finger. You're using fourth finger because third finger is too much of a stretch. The second finger is ridiculous. So we'll use fourth finger. So always try to find what's comfortable. Okay, as I said, that rule will work for you most of the time. It won't work all the time. That's Mr. Thermopoulos' rule number 259.
259. That's all. So I'm just struggling. 259.
How many rules are in?
I'm just making up the number. It's just pretend.
This city has a 260.
No, 427. Okay, last measure of the first line. Where is that? Last measure, first line. Dies, yes. Left hand. 3 and yes. And now 1, 2, and 5. Right. Okay. So why don't you take the number 2 pencil and write a 2 there,
I just want to do that.
and then you can write the 5 underneath it. You don't need to write the 1 because that's obvious. You have no choice. Just 2, 5. Ready? Yes. Now 1, 2, and 5. And 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3. Now here I want you to use 1 and 3, not 1 and 5. 1 and 3. Not 1 and 2, 1 and 3.
Oh.
Yes. And the reason is because the next note you have 5 all set to go for the octave. Yes. So that's comfortable. You don't have to find that note.
But it's not a battle.
Yeah, you can lift it. That's right. You're gonna lift it, but it's still more comfortable. Do it again right there. 3 and off and 2. Now 1 and 3 again. And now 1 and 5. Now 1 and 3. That's right. So all those you'll use 1 and 3. So you have 5 already set to go for the octave, even though it's not legato. So would you?
Just a pattern.
It sure is a pattern. Yes, absolutely, it's a pattern. Yes. Okay, so put a 3 underneath that C,
Oh.
and a 5 underneath the G.
This is
So you like that piece, Gargoyles? I think. Yes.
Which one?
William's last piece. The
Yeah, that's
Gargoyles.
I
It's a
think that's the
wild
best
piece.
one. That's
Yes.
the best one among the 5 or 6 pieces.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
That's a great piece. Yes.
Today I had music class and I heard a spooky,
A spooky piece.
spooky piece.
What was it called? Do you remember?
I don't know, but I know its composer's called Grieg.
Grieg. Was it the Hall of the Mountain King?
Yeah.
That one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a fun piece. that is often played for, you probably heard it on, played by an orchestra, but it's also for a solo piano. And when you get older, I'll teach you that piece.
Wow.
I have a book right in there.
Wow. It's amazing.
Ready? 1 and 2, and from that C with the third finger. And 1, off, 2, and 3, and 1, off, 2, and 3. Yep, no pattern there, huh? I don't see any pattern. You see any pattern? Just kidding. Yes, of course there's a pattern. Okay, we go on.
But the whole piece of the left hand is a pattern.
Sure, sure. This is very standard for waltzes and for mazurkas to have a bass note and then 2 chords, yes.
But except here is the opposite.
Yes,
There's
no
just
accompaniment there,
one.
that's right, yes. Here we go. From the F sharp, make a finger, and 2, and 3, and now 1, 3, 5. Let's do it again, 1, 3, 5, that's right. 1, 2, 5 here, and then 1, 3, 5, that's right. And this is the one that I changed, remember? It's 1, 2, and 5 because the middle note, that's right. Okay, why don't you write that one down also? 2, and underneath it write a 5. We don't need the 1 because you have no choice. Do the measure again because the middle chord was wrong.
This?
Yeah, the second beat was bad. Yes. Do from the low G again. Yes, now get this. That's right. Yes, and then. Who? And. No, that's not an F, that's a G. Fingering we used up on the second line. 5 on the bottom here. Now 1 and 3. Yes, so if you play the first beat again, look at your, no, you have one more note to play with it. Middle note. Middle note is D. You played it right before. Now look at your third finger. Yes, third finger's already set to go. Do you know what I mean? So you don't have to find anything. Third finger's already. So mark that in.
Okay.
You don't have to mark in the 1, 2, and 5. You already did that, but just write a 3 under that second beat because your third finger's already there. And we're going to use the same fingering for the next bunch of measures. Right there. Right. 2 and 5 again. Oop, but we need the right notes. Yes, you got that. Right, now what's the next one? Right, now 1 and 3. Now 2 and 5, to 1 and 3 again. That's right. See, they're all the same. Understand? Let's do those 4 measures again. That's a pattern also. That may be the fire truck going by with some Halloween something.
Oh, it's an
Oh, it's
That was
ambulance.
an
Ambulance.
ambulance. I see. Okay.
I thought that it was a police.
Sometimes at Christmas time, they send a fire engine slowly up and down with Santa Claus on
Oh,
the fire
yes,
engine. So I
yes.
thought maybe that was some ghost or
Yeah.
some Halloween
What?
thing.
Right.
But at Christmas, they don't need a firefighter.
It's true, but they're just having fun for the kids. They just put Santa Claus on the back of the fire engine. Okay, let's go from the end of that fourth line again.
These?
These, yes. Pattern here, 2, 2, 3, now 2 and 5. Here's 1 and 3. Now 2 and 5. Yes, 2 and 3. 2 and 5. 2 and 3. Good. Ooh, careful, that's not an A. That's a C on the bottom. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. 1 and 2 and 3. Yes, do you need to mark in that low note is a C? Okay, go ahead. 1 and 2 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1. No, you're not there yet. You have 2 measures to go first. One measure before that.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. 2 and 3 and 2 and 3 and here we go again. Same pattern. And 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and now the tricky one. No, this is different now.
Oh.
Right, that's correct. And then right, right. Good. And 2 and 3. Yes, if I can recommend for those 2 low B flats, 1 on the first one, 5 on the bottom one. And you don't have to find them. And yes, that's fine. Yes, let's do better fingering on the first one. Do it again. 1, 2 and 5. Right, now 1, 2 and 5 again. Now 3 is all set to go. Now 1 here, this is the one, thumb, and then pinky. Yes. Okay, so mark that down. So 1 on the second beat, and pinky or even a mega finger on the third beat if you like.
Wait. Just hit this 5. 1
Now 1, 2 and 5. Now 1, 3 and 5. Now 1, 2, and then 1. This is the one I want you to write. Go on. Yes, go on. 1, no, that's the one. 1 and then 5. Yes. Mark it in. Put it in. Okay, good. All right, let's skip this second line because it's too difficult for you.
These.
Yes. And the first 2 measures of the third line too because it's too difficult.
But it's a repeat.
Yeah, I want to go forward because we have stuff to talk to and we have only a couple of minutes left.
A couple?
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's do the repeat after all. All right, go ahead.
It is.
And 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 2 and now watch the fingering. Yes, now 1 and 3. Now 2 and 5. 1 and 3 again. Yes, 2 and 5. 1 and 3. And 2 and 5. 2 and 3. understand, if you put thumb on the first one, then your other fingers are ready, set to go. Easier to
Looks
find.
like the dance and the ending of it, like
Yes,
here.
exactly. Yes, just like at the end. Good. All right. Now we don't have but 1 minute left to go, and I want to talk to you about music stuff, so I'm not going to hear you.
This one, that's the same one. Is how to.
That's supposed to be held for
pedal?
those beat. Yes, with the pedal. But in fact, I want him to change that. I was going to talk to him about that today. Come here. Here, if you pedal with this, you get these notes all together, smushed into the same pedal. It's much nicer to change here, but he can't reach the G this way. His hand is too small for that. So instead I want him to pedal here and then just jump and play this B flat with the right hand. That way he can hold that down and catch it even though he's changing the pedal. So I want him to quickly jump and play this with 1 and 5.
Like, wee!
And that way he'll be able to change the pedal without losing the G on the bottom.
Like when I jump in the far away!
So pedal and then another pedal here, and he'll hold the G down.
Mm-hmm.
And the B flat will play with the right hand. That way. Okay. He doesn't have to do it for here because the piece is still moving faster. It doesn't matter so much. But because this one is slow, it really shows. So I want him to change. And 2 and 3 and 1 and jump and catch that note with the right hand.
I see. So this one, still a little confused. So this doesn't play.
Yes, he's going to play it, yes. And he's going to hold it down, 1 and 2 and 3, and so he'll hold it with his finger.
Oh, holding with his finger.
Uh-huh.
But only hold 2 notes, right?
He'll hold 2 notes, that's right. The
Two
G
notes.
and this G. But the B flat he'll play with right hand.
Oh, this one play with right hand.
Correct.
I see.
So we have all 4 notes. Sounds nicer that way.
I see.
No, you'll be here and then just jump. We'll get the legato with the pedal. Mm-hmm. Wonderful. Mm-hmm. That's right, try it again. 1 and 2, like that.
But why not? But why it says 1 note?
Yeah, if you can hold this with your left hand, then we'd play just 1 note with the right hand. But you can't reach that.
We cannot, yes. That's
So-
too big. From here, too big. It's too big for you.
That's right.
Yeah.
When you grow, you'll be able to do it. Okay?
If I'm 12, I'm gonna try.
Oh, okay. We'll see. Now, I want to talk to you a little bit about direction, then I have to get to your sister.
Yeah.
Now here, I want some direction going to here and then away. So I want this going. So watch it again. 1 and 2, and then diminuendo to here for the end. Then this is going to here, then away, just like this one did. But this one is higher, so we make it more crescendo. And then once again, we'll get softer for the end of the phrase. And then again, 3 and 1, 2. Now this was different. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So you see all those sforzandos here. So you give those accents on each of those, and then diminuendo away. Accent, then diminuendo. And then we're back to this stuff again.
Is this one a diminuendo? From here to here?
Yes. Here.
Okay.
Okay, let's try some of that.
Now get to my crazy sister.
No, teach your crazy sister, exactly. Now, let's go from the beginning real quickly. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Going. 3. Lean 2 and 3. Now softer. 1. Good. Now going. More. 2. Now down. 3 and 1. Right. 2. Going again. And 1, 2 and 3. Down. 1. Off. accent. Ooh. 3. Now diminuendo. Off accent. 3. Diminuendo. 3. 3. Right. 1 and 2 and so octaves for the end. 1 and now going. More. 2. Now down. 3 and right. 2 and going. 2 and 3 and 1 and yes, now. So this is just like the beginning. Here, 1, 2, 3, and softer. And then this part is just like here, as you know. Here, and then back down again. It should go like that, but it changes this time. And it finishes here, and then big surprise. Sudden forte here. So we're going to shape this exactly the same, going to here, to the D, and then diminuendo to the end here, or the way you did it. 1, 2, 3. Then Mr. D fell on the floor like you just did, belly button. So this one down, 3, 1 phrase beautifully, then some big surprise. And going, and then down. So big forte here and crescendo, and then coming back down again. So let's go again from here.
Here?
Yep, right there. 2, 3, and 1, 2. Now down. And okay, let's try it again. 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3, and going. More. 2, now down. 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, and 3, and 1. Ooh, yeah, let's get the right rhythm. That's a simple quarter note. Let's get that again, and no ugly accent on the G. Start from the D's. Right. 2 and 1, 2. 3 and 1, now diminuendo, 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and down, right. That's right. Okay. And I think I added some pedal to this already. Am I right? I can't see from here.
No, we didn't.
Didn't? Okay.
We didn't.
I'll add that definitely when I see you on Friday.
Okay.
You can start putting your hands together, but first I want you to get some nice shaping to the melody and beautiful phrases and all that good stuff.
I can put it together?
Yes.
No,
But first I want you to make it more beautiful hands apart, okay? So maybe by tomorrow you can start putting your hands together.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay? Good. Now go get your crazy sister.